Okay, you guys, we're back again with reading some more old book notes. We didn't make a whole lot of progress, honestly, last time. The last video I cut down to like 20 or so minutes, but I actually recorded for about 40 minutes. I had a whole thing that I cut out just because it wasn't that interesting in hindsight. So we're going to go ahead. We have a whole lot of these little handheld spiral notebooks. Let's, also, I apologize for the air conditioner in the background. It is like 80% humidity today. So let's flip this open. Oh, here we go. Immediately, like, oh look, Chris is doodling eyes. And I'm gonna guess dates sometimes. Don't ever take my word for it, because I really don't know. It's just like the first thing that comes to my head. Um, I'm probably gonna say this is like 2016, 2015, 2016. It says Chrism's left eye is white with a white iris. Here we have some more eye doodles. Chrism, Kim, Alice, Tansu. Here's like a little logo I was trying to think of. I really wanted to give it like an actual logo. Here's some stuff. Like someone took the metallic dust from a recently sharpened knife and sprinkled it down my throat. Sin wanted to make Tuffle to sell as powerful souls into a demon black market. And then a little arrow that points from the bottom right there, little arrow, says, wait, maybe Tuffle can't be naturally absorbed by death except by means of the sword. And this is where I had the first concept of me wanting to use some kind of a sword or dagger or something that would... I didn't realize it stretched back as far as this, because like how Juvalt has her Respada. I had that concept a long time ago of a sword that steals energy or souls or power and holds them and transfers them or whatever. The Tuffle game was done so they could slowly grow in strength and experience, so the anima could adapt until its power was maxed out. Once you max your power, aka Ascend, and reach Development 3, you are chosen to fight with Sin. You will fight against the Demon Order. Whatever that is. There are battles fought in the shadows over the human realm. Some want... Oh, this is like me giving like a... some kind of a... either Chrism or some other powerful entity explaining that there's a lot of this stuff happening in the background. So this is like their verbal synopsis of like what's going on in the background and stuff. There are battles fought in the shadows over the human realm. Some want to devour it. The Order... I think it says the Order wants to market souls. Sin stole his power from the Order. Oren is taking it back. So yeah, Oren was going to be somebody coming after Sin after he stole the power from something called the Order. And I don't remember anything about the Order. What if it doesn't get revealed until the end that they want to protect innocent people and Oren lets them go? Protect them from the shadow factions. I don't know what I'm talking about there. I don't know when I wrote that. So here's me dividing up what each type of faction wanted to do. So like fiends want to eradicate humans. They feel humans are food and a waste. Demons, which are separate than fiends, want to monetize their souls, market them without deals, just farm them. And then Sin would stole Oren's power, hid himself, then harvested children's souls. Here's a weird note. What if Sin was just the illegitimate god of sin? He was a crossroads demon who lost his daughter as a human, and Oren helped him. Then Oren was betrayed when Sin stole his power by means of the sword. The power of a god was overwhelming, and it broke him. He made himself into his own god. Now that his deal... now that he's dead, they found his power after he died and are trying to get it back to restore the balance. Oren can take his place again as god of blank. He made Chrism to fill the void of his daughter and made the Tuffle to show even something as pure as... is probably just as pure as like just a regular human soul, like a child's soul could be corrupted. He wanted to use something at max power to something attack and steal all of, to I guess exterminate and attack and steal all the other gods' powers, I guess. I should have written that note on double-sided on pencil. Here's an idea. Fiends killed Chrism's family. An anima can only be given to a human who has ever sincerely wanted death to another, themselves, or has experienced inexplicable pain inside. This, these things bore a hole in you, something your soul has fated. Toful bodies don't age once they are whole. They remain looking as old as they did when they became whole. Demons are created by being evil in life, tortured in hell, until they lose their souls, and evil reanimates the bodies. Very supernatural inspired. But that took too long. Sin's way of artificial demons are something flawed but faster and efficient. But the gathering of souls in that way is illegal and throws off the natural balance. The gods of chaos and god of order keep the balance. When the balance gets down too far off, the demon realm and human realm begin to merge, letting other creatures through. It is the duty of the gods to keep the world safe and continue marketing human souls, but fiends want to take the souls and absorb them and destroy all. This is a lot of me trying to figure out, like, post book 1, like what book 2 is going to be about, basically. This note here has 2 question marks and an X on it, saying I'm not going to use that. When Sin stole Orin's god power, it was too much for him to handle, so he had to seal away half of the power deep within him. Sin wanted to use Tuffle to overthrow and take over the human soul black market and establish an empire, unleash his god power, locked away, and eventually siege the demon hell realm. Oh, so this actually got carried over, and this became the general concept of what I did do with Sin's power. What if Sin wanted the Tuffle to fight so he could make one strong enough to surpass the others, break the anima limit? So he could use that power to break the seal on his god power. That way he was... That's why he was so interested in Kim. That doesn't explain anything why he's so interested in Kim. But when Alice gets Sin's power through Chrism, her own Tuffle strength unleashes the sealed power and puts her at full strength. He designed the anima to work as a key. He discovered the frequency needed to undo the latch of his own ability, but he established the barrier so a Tuffle could not overpower him and obtain god powers. He would undo it, then take their anima and use all of its external power to break the lock. Here's a note that just says, draw Sin. So here's a note from when Chrism's original artwork had, I can bring it up and show you. So this was the first digital drawing of Chrism. Originally, when I did it as pencil paper, it was this, and then I had like an eye thing there with like these weird like vein things that connected somewhere, I don't know. But then when I did it digitally for the first time, I had this little mark right here, and this note refers that mark as the mark on Chrism's chest is the same as the other gods. The sword holds 1-2 as it is a conduit to transfer all of the power safely between mark bearers. She marks Alice and Magcrow. Whatever the hell I was planning on doing with that, I guess. I'm skipping through a lot of like paragraph notes, a little bit repetitive, more over me elaborating stuff or like rethinking but staying along the same concept. I was really leaning hard into Orin being the next main antagonist of book 2, and there's a lot of notes in here about him, and I really just like decided not to. And I think I really only decided not to because I didn't want the antagonist just to be another older dude. I wanted it to be different. I mean, I know my books are mostly like 70% female characters. I mean, when you think about main characters, you got, for on the guy's side, you have Joey, Alex, Sin, Destro, and Felix. And then, like, we including book 2, Magcrow, 5, I guess, main male characters. You have a side characters like Needy and stuff, but I don't even consider Destro main characters, so like 4 main male characters. As opposed to female, you have Kim, Tansu, Kari, Chrism, and then in book 2 you also have Javalt, you have Melody, and like, I guess it is kind of evenly split, but I feel like, you know, having the main antagonist be just another old dude from the same kind of faction thing. It just kind of felt boring. I don't know. Uh, Here's another little notebook right here. The power of these gods are from the seven sins, four horsemen, the one Nephilim, and Lucius. So the power of these gods were all combined from the seven deadly sins as their own entities, the four horsemen as their own entities, one Nephilim as its own entity, and then Lucius its own entity, all combined together to make these gods, apparently. And as standard Chris fashion, here's another eye doodle. Trying to just think of random concepts. This is gonna have some book 2 stuff. Alice builds the same white mist energy in her fist, but instead of the punch, she slashes her claws and sends out a huge slash of raw energy that rips through whatever. She does this fighting Orin when whole, her something incapacitated. Deals resulting in exchanges of power can only be made by full power gods or crossroad demons. Power can also be transferred by death directly to the killer. When Kim is out of the ditch, she receives memories of people in there, like Lucy and Felix. She remembers some of their lives. This is one of the first designs I was doodling for, like, Mad Crow's dagger. Kind of like a straight karambit, almost. This is just doodling. A little weird offset knife thing. The stitched lip feature on Alice was her bonding mark between herself and Kim, but once their souls disconnected, she lost that. And with Tansu, it's her freckles, or some injury that bonded them and became the mark. Yeah, there's really no reason, there's no legitimate reason why Alice would, like, maintain the stitches out after Kim lost them. After, when she, like, Kim has her mouth stitched, takes the deal, Alice comes through with the mouth stitched and becomes, like, her feature. And then after she reverts back to Kim, the stitches go away and Kim doesn't have them. So it's like, and then when she does transform to Alice, she gets the stitched lips. No reason other than, I guess, just like a bond with the soul and cosmetic. I don't know. I never really wanted it to have some crazy reason. This one says vengeance with a little signature on it. I wish I dated these, man. That would have been cool. Oh, we got like a little Tansu doodle in there. Aw, little sketch. Let's see. God, this is still book 2 stuff. Yeah, this is definitely an old note. This says during the Slender Man fight, because Sin was still Slender Man. Say how Kim has seen a lot of... Okay, so this is me trying to explain, like, when I'm introducing, like, some fighting and some combat between them. During that fight, have a note in there that says how Kim has seen a lot of, like, karate and action movies and was trying to use things she saw to fight back, to kind of explain how she was, like, throwing punches and kicking and stuff. But I crossed that out to say, no, don't say that. After the year time skip in book 1, Tansu and Kim are at school. They see Joey and decide to all walk home together. When Joey gets to his house, he asks to talk with Kim alone. He says he has a crush on her, and when he leaves, he kisses her on the lips and then apologizes. She says it's okay. She blushes, smiles, and school vacation is after that. Joey is at the funeral later, torn up. Okay. After the year, add more school days until a Friday, then school has a week off. Put Joey in earlier school scenes as well. And then right down below says, I don't think I need a love interest. Save just in case. Telling myself, I don't think I need a love interest, but save it just in case I want to. When Kim is dying, write her thoughts. Dad, I know how you felt. I know the pain you felt that day. I truly am sorry. After she gets rid of the tuffle, her human body cannot withstand the pain. This is still back when she, like, makes a deal with Sin to take Alice out of her in place of her soul going with him or something that didn't make any sense. Before she is let out, before she lets out Tuffle into portal, have seen where Kim is talking to her in her head. She tells Kim to release Tuffle, but will die because she cannot subdue the pain. I don't know. Rename the Tuffle to Alice. Here's a note. That's historical note. Me deciding rename the Tuffle to Alice. Whatever she was named before, I think it was just the demon or something. Supposedly there was going to be a scene where Kim sees a heavenly gate after dying. Instead of her saying it's been a year since she became Tuffle, she became it in private when she was angry and depressed. During those times, she learned to control it better. Tansu is afraid of Kim. Sometimes wakes up and sees Kim sitting up and staring at Tansu. Maybe get rid of the year interval and stuff in place of that. On a piece of receipt paper. The longer I walked this desolate, flat road, the louder the sound of chirping frogs grew. Hitting my ears from both sides, I picked up the pace. Though the sound was generally peaceful, this synchronized chorus around me only grew an unsettled feeling in my chest. I literally cannot read it. I apologize. All I could imagine was the beat bed to a horror movie, and when the music stops, the killer strikes. This is her walking to her house in the dark from Tansu's after everything, before she fights Destro. Oh yeah, I'm not going to read all of this. This is Chapter 15, Sacrifice, Handwritten Chapter. And this is, I don't know, a few pages, four pages. Oh wait, more than that. Hold on, there's more here. 5 pages. Oh, this is historical. If there ever was a J.K. Rowling writing the concept of Harry Potter on a napkin in a coffee shop or whatever that bigot did, this is that for me. This literally says, a young girl by the name of blank, age 13. I have crossed out right here, keeps her hair short, and then cross that out. Lives in a secluded part of her town and a back road that doesn't see the main road. Lives alone with her father, a drunk. One night, she had lied to him about something at school. After that, her father homeschooled her, however, never taught her anything. Her father believed she was lying about everything. Drunken rage stitches her mouth. Comforted by the demons in her house that eased her pain and loneliness, she eventually became enraged. 2 years of never leaving her house, living with that man, and a sewn mouth, she became consumed by her demons. That was the initial prose for Book 1. Then it says, draw Anna for Part 1, because that was Kim's name. Use Slenderman drawing with blonde hair as Part 2. Use head taken Slenderman for Part 3. Use new for Part 4. Those is I have all those charcoal drawings. Then on the back right here, in quotes, hello, my name is Anna, she said to the new girl at school. Hi, ... my name is Steph. So, are you in my grade 8th, I think, but that's all erased. So that is the original prose for Book 1, and on the back was where I was going to start writing the first chapter, where it was going to be introduced, Anna introduced to Stephanie. And that's what that was going to be. And here we are. Oh, man. We have another specials menu for work, and then this just starts with, I love you, he bellowed. I felt the knife between my fingers crush bone and rip flesh as I stabbed his chest over and over. Repeatedly, he cried out to me, I love you, Kimberly. His words meant nothing to me, and I took one final thrust and he stopped. A bloody mess, his corpse rested. I took the blade to my own throat, panting, and slit. I don't know if that was just supposed to be a bad dream or something. So this has... I think this was supposed to be the idea for how Rachel dies. and there's some stuff crossed out. I'm just going to read it verbatim. All three of them went for a drive at night. Kim was still a baby, and they had to go out for something. Got into an accident. Dad could only save one, so he saved Kim. Slenderman wants their souls, gave Kim power to torture father's soul because he cheated death. Just taking his soul would have been unsatisfying, so he gave Kim Alice so he could get revenge on Kim once she learned he was responsible for her death. He was drunk. Slenderman was in his human form, walking, searching for lost souls when the accident happened. A tormented soul is tastier. What a surmountable task would be me organizing these by date so you could watch the evolution of notes, but it's a literal pile. I would have to spend an entire day doing that, and I ain't doing that. Oh, here we go. Oh man, this is a mess. Okay. Kim wonders who Alice was before she was a demon. Here's another note, just out of order. Kim's dad is 35. He accidentally... Okay, I don't remember this. Kim's dad is 35. He accidentally killed Alice when she was human in California, but fled to blank and met Kim's mom. I don't remember that. Alice says 18 years ago she lived in California and was killed by a guy that was harassing her on the street. She made a deal to get revenge on him. Kim asks who he was. She says his name, your father. Alice is the one who told Slenderman that part of the deal was to ruin his life by killing her mom, and something soul changed into a demon. He was drunk because he lived with so much death. So I don't remember that. Kim took German in 8th grade. Alice is a physical manifestation of Kim's hate. Burn music video CD. Or wait, Burn music videos DVD. I mean, I have a DVD, I still have it, of just a bunch of random music videos. Yeah, all this is me trying to figure out who the fuck Alice would be. Florida, 17, studying German. He did not hit her. He was with her when they got T-boned by an 18-wheeler. No manslaughter charges. Goes back to her house to talk to Alice. Talks to her in bathroom mirror. Human side of her gone. All that I am is hate. I just want to cause pain. Yeah, I had no idea who Alice was. Oh, so that was the dream. She wakes up from the stabbing dream in class. What were our lunch specials? For $5.95, hot roast beef sandwich with potatoes. $5.95 spaghetti and meat sauce. We ran out of cranberry chicken salad wrap. There were haddock bites and a healthy salad. I want to take a picture of that for my boss. This isn't even book stuff. This is just like video ideas. First experience with Gorillaz was Clint Eastwood and Feel Good Inc. music videos. Favorite members of the band in order. Favorite song. Top 10 songs. Favorite music video. Top 5 music videos. Tattoos. Favorite album. Favorite remixes. Okay, that has nothing to do with book stuff. Great. Okay, this is going to be my last note, I think, for today. Trigger warning. Kim tries to herself after her dad dies, but she can't die like a normal human. Tuffle keeps her alive. And then, in quotes, somebody saying this, the rage that Tuffle makes me feel is different. This is my insanity. That's Kim saying that. Add good and bad times, more school before dad dies. Have Tansu come over to visit and she meets her dad, which never happened. Tansu finds Kim at school trying to overdose on some pills she stole from the nurse's office. Tries to save her. Kim asks why. I figure she wouldn't care. This is before she moves in with her. She ended up staying at the police station day after death. Go into detail when Kim tells Tansu about dad. Make up scenario for Tansu's dad and how she can relate. Make chapter summaries so I know where to find stuff. All right. And that is even more book notes. And as you can see, I can show you this. there's still so much in here. So I could make this a series where I read like literally. Look at this. Look at this. Oh wait, what's this? Hold on. Oh, it's a yo. I got a phone number. 207-358-6981. Somebody call that. Let me know. I'm not calling that number. What is this? Oh, this is printed out fun facts. So, none of this is new. I've already done a video going over fun facts. What I really should do is like, I really should preserve these in some way. But right now they're just in a pile, rubbing against each other, staying safe and protected inside of a tote in the basement, away from moisture and everything. I am, however, going to take this, the first concept, and I'm going to keep that separate. I'm going to put that in a special little thing to make sure it stays safe. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.